horror week here, our continuing horror week, I should say, on the program. We love hearing your stories of the unexplained, the ominous, the just ghostly appearances and things that happen in your life. You can always DM them to us, Ben and Kelly Show at gmail.com, or
you can text us 502-571-9970.
Mm-hmm.
So this one from June. Scariest thing my kid ever did was tell me there was a man in my mom's shower.
Oh my God.
When we went to go look, nobody was there. A few hours later, we were looking through pictures of my brother who had passed away. Mind you, my daughter never met my brother. She saw his picture and screamed, "That's the man who was in the shower."
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Got one from Megan, who says, when I was 11, my grandma bought us a toy that had fake makeup, and you press a button and it would say pretty in pink and so on. And I know that when toys' batteries start to go dead, they always sound a little funny. But this toy started saying crazy stuff in a demonic voice. It would say things like, "Who are you?"
Oh my gosh.
And grunt.
No, sir.
So we took the batteries out, and this thing still worked.
No, sir. No, sir. We are taking that out of the house immediately.
Still kept talking to us.
No.
We ended up taking it far away and throwing it in a dumpster, and I'll never forget that. I'm 30 now.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Oh, when you take the batteries out and it's still talking to you in a demon voice? Nope.
Yeah, she said her grandma heard it and ran over it with a car, and then they knew it was really bad. Once grandma got involved.
Oh my gosh.
Dang.
Oh, that is frightening.
This is more of a just friendly ghost story from Amy, who says, my wife's aunt was from Indianapolis. She passed away 2 years ago. Ever since then, my phone will always use Indianapolis as my location for Google searches. Even after repeatedly setting my target store to here in Louisville, when I search, it pops up with results in Indy.
Oh, wow.
Kind of like your grandma's like, message. Yeah, a little like, hey, no.
Don't forget me.
Yeah, you need to shop in Indy.
Wow. And then Brittany. Mm-hmm. My sister's old house used to be haunted. One major thing that stood out when she lived there, she was asleep. She woke up to her daughters upstairs in their room screaming bloody murder for her to help them. And she's as she's turning to run up the stairs, she sees somebody trying to get into the front door.
Oh.
The doorknob is jiggling. She flips on the porch light to try to scare them off. Because she's more worried about her daughters, she runs upstairs. They are sound asleep in their beds.
Oh, gosh.
She thinks the ghost was trying to protect her from somebody breaking in.
Oh, my gosh. That is crazy.
Oh, chills.
Wow. Okay, so Katie is sitting on hold. We're going to talk to her coming up next.
She's got stuff.
She's got stuff that follows her.
Oh, wow.
Every place she's lived. All right? She's going to tell her story about her and her husband's experience with the supernatural, ghosts, the unknown.
Several different ones.
Yep. Horror Week. Your stories of the unknown, the unexplained, the supernatural, if you will. All right, Katie. Tell us your stories.
My husband and I have been married for 12 years, and pretty much every house we've lived in, we've had experiences with different things. So the first one we lived in, my husband was, the first thing in the morning he woke up, he was sitting down on the toilet, and he set his phone beside him on the little bathroom counter. And he heard a noise. He looked up, and his phone had slid from one end of the counter to the other end. Of the counter.
Oh, that's not a small occurrence.
Yeah, I mean that's different than like trying to balance your phone on the toilet paper roll and then it starting to slip off.
Yeah.
Like what happens to me all the time, but that's Sorry. That's different.
Yeah, that's one of the many things that happened at that location.
So you said...
Were they all old houses? You said every house something happened?
Yeah, no, not all of them. That was at an apartment complex.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, here in Louisville. And then that same place, we would have doors open and closed. We would have shadows. My husband woke up in the middle of the night. We thought it was the cat playing with one of the cabinet doors. He walked into our kitchen, and every single one of the cabinet doors was open.
Oh, no, sir.
Katie,
nope.
The one thing I see as being a constant in this whole thing is your husband. It seems...
Did something follow him?
Well, they're all different. This sounds weird. They're all different. Like, you can tell, like, based on, like, what they're doing, that it's not the same thing following us from
place to
house
place.
to house.
Okay, that's good. Because I've heard, if I've learned anything from the Paranormal Activity movies, like, entities can follow you.
For sure. Yeah, I believe that. But these, it's like a different one at each place, or and even multiple ones at each place. So it's not, and we've lived a couple different places all over the country.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. No, that was just one of them.
Do you have people come in and cleanse your space after that? Or do you just kind of like hope it doesn't happen anymore?
We actually, because that happened over a matter of a year, all of that stuff at that place.
Yeah.
So we use sweetgrass, and we, burn it to cleanse the house when things get kind of crazy.
Oh.
If it's something that seems kind of nice, we just kind of let it be.
Okay.
Like we've had one, you could tell it was like a little kid. Which was sad, yeah, and we just kind of let it be.
Yeah.
But if it was something where it seemed a little more aggressive, like the slamming of the doors, things like that, we burn sweetgrass.
Wow.
How could you tell it was a little kid?
It would do things similar to our youngest. Well, at the time it was our only son. He was probably like 2 or 3 at the time, and he would. This was at a different place. We lived in Montana at the time. My husband was in the shower, and our son would knock on the door when he was in the shower to play with him. And he was doing that when Pete was in the shower. You know how when they're little kids, they'll come to you in the middle of the night because they're scared or something, and they'll kind of pull down on the mattress. That happened to me in the middle of the night with him. So he would just do things like our youngest would.
Yeah.
So it was a little kid, and we just kind of let him be until he got bored or moved on or whatever.
Oh
my gosh.
That's kind of a crazy story too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you for
We've
sharing.
We've lived in 10
all of
different
that.
places, and something's happened at all of them. So.
You guys might be what do they call them? Not oars, but
conduits or something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
we've thought about that too.
Right. Like they feel comfortable around you,
And they feel like you can sense their presence, so that's why they pick you.
Yeah.
Man, Katie, great stories. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
I know. Really just sets a mood and makes you think, and you're like, oh my gosh.
I would take baths in holy water just on a regular basis if things like that were happening to me. It's just please get off of whatever is hanging out with me. Please leave.
I mean, but the little kid thing that's kind of I don't know. It is kind of sweet. Yeah.
But then that would then I'd need to know the backstory, what happened to this poor little soul. And then it would make me sad all the time.
All right. Well, hey, if you've got any sort of stories, we're doing this all week, Horror Week, as we look into the unexplained, the mysterious, the ghost, the hauntings. You can always call us or text us, 502-571-9970.